I want to share a power structure that I designed if it was my world. If it was my world, well, as soon as you paid off your property, you would have no property taxes. Minimum wage would provide one person the ability to buy a home, to buy a car, to buy a work truck, to have 1 acre of land, to be able to work only 30 hours a week, and have all of this, along with being able to take vacations and have extra money for anything they would need. Groceries, other bills, their children. Homeowners insurance would be optional once you owned your property. Car insurance and homeowner insurances, their CEOs would only make $500,000 max a year. We would tax the elite, the upper class. The money that we taxed them would go back into the system so we could lower the cost of living and be able to make sure everybody's getting paid well. We would still have classism, it just wouldn't be off balance. So car insurance and homeowners insurance would be significantly less. And I know that's hard for some people to hear, but the thing is, if there's people that can exist with very little, well, then you can exist with less. You're going to make it. You'll be able to live. Just know that. And according to the laws of nature, when you help others, well, you receive help. If you care about the quality of life for others and you make a sacrifice for them and for that, then you're going to receive significant healing, which is going to help you when it comes to your greed. It's going to help you when it comes to letting go in order to restore life for all. You will receive the help that you need to make it happen, basically. You won't have that attachment. Not to the idea of being the most powerful person in the world, not the idea, you will not be attached to the idea of being the wealthiest person in the world. You will not be attached to the idea of having the most control. You will be healed from all of that, because believe it or not, attachment to those things, it does hurt you. It does create stress and sickness and suffering. Medical insurance. We would not have to pay for it. We would not have to sign up for it. What we would do, when you need to go to a doctor or a surgeon or anything like that, you go. You bring your W-2s or proof of income, some proof of income. Everything would be on a income-driven scale. So whatever your income is, that's what will determine how much you have to pay. Then they will set up a payment plan for you to pay until it's paid off. And this will positively impact your credit. Because right now, if you do not pay medical bills, it will negatively impact your credit. But if you do pay them, it does nothing. So they give you negative reinforcement and they punish you, but you get nothing for trying. Now, the cost of living is going to be reasonable. Minimum wage is going to be reasonable. The only people who will have to depend on food stamps and Medicaid will be those who just don't work. If you work 30 hours a week, you're going to be able to take care of yourself and have a decent life. As of the justice system, a person's first charge, no matter what it is, let me just say something real quick. I know that there are psychiatrists and psychologists who say stuff like psychopaths cannot be healed. They cannot get better. And they say this about narcissist and sociopath. They say these things. Well, they want a permanent patient so they can become wealthy. So they don't want you to get better, and the placebo is real. If you believe you can't get better, you're not going to get better. If you believe you can, and then you put in the effort, you will. You can rewire your brain. You can heal. Placebo is also real when it comes to telling someone that they're sick and then giving them a list of side effects. Well, if you tell them they have it and you give them a list of side effects, they can actually manifest that in their reality. You can make yourself sick. So, the justice system, the first time you commit a crime, you go to a healing center. In this healing center, you exercise, you stretch, you meditate, you get a massage once every 2 weeks. You pray, you eat healthy, and you are educated. You are educated on holy texts, philosophies, some sciences. You are taught the laws of nature. And when I say laws of nature, I'm referring to you reap what you sow. Treat others how you want to be treated because it's how you're going to be treated. Along with the law of attraction and creating your own reality based on your thoughts, words, and actions, what the eternal soul is. Some of the things that you will be taught is Buddhism, all 8 limbs of yoga, and you're actually going to practice yoga multiple times a week. Gnosticism, Hinduism, the teachings of Jesus Christ. And we can study the Bible, that's fine. Quantum mechanics, quantum physics. Neville Goddard. Astronomy, astrology. We'll learn about plasma. We'll learn about holistic medicine, how to identify plants and how to utilize them in a medicinal way, how to grow food. We'll learn about nutrition, how to live a healthy, holistic lifestyle. And other things. Second crime you commit. So first crime is positive reinforcement. We are going to help you heal. And you're going to enjoy it because you're going to get massages and it's just going to be a really good experience, you know? Second crime is negative reinforcement. It's just going to be what we have right now, jail and prison. Third crime, if it's non-violent, jail or prison. If it's violent and it's in self-defense, in my power structure, the justice system is going to also work according to the laws of nature. And everything is going to be based off of truth. So every detail matters, and there's not going to be any plea bargains. We will go to trial. We will listen to everyone's story and make an accurate judgment. Because if somebody attacks you and you take their life in order to save your own, that's okay. Because if it was between you and them and you saved yourself, that's fine. If it's violent, well, we take you far away from humans and we drop you off in the middle of the wild where you are surrounded by predators. And then we leave you there. By doing this, we are leaving it up to Father Source and Mother Matter on what will happen to you. And this, so how this works is, Father Source, I believe, is the only thing in the world. Father Source and Mother Matter, the forces of nature, that's the only thing that should be taking anyone's life. Not another human, unless it's self-defense. Because again, humans have sicknesses. So it's not their place to do it. They need to focus on themselves. But Father Source and Mother Matter can. So by doing this, you're leaving it in the hands of nature. If this person makes it out, well, I'm sure it's going to be very difficult. It'll bring them closer to God because they're going to have to rely on God to make it out. And who knows what kind of spiritual experiences they will have in the process. Now, if Father Source and Mother Matter want to make this individual dinner for a predator, well, then a predator will eat them. And by this happening, it's going to save the life of an innocent animal that would have been eaten. Because when the predator eats this person, they're going to be full. So they're not going to have to eat for a while. So any animal that it would have ate in that moment, well, now it doesn't have to eat that animal. So it's going to save the lives of healthy, harmonious animals. And I feel like this is it. I might be missing something. If I have, I will talk about it later. But for the most part, I feel like I touched on most things. Oh, no, I didn't. Also, every home is going to be built automatically with solar panels, a rain harvesting station, and each property will have a wind turbine. The rain harvesting station will also have an area where it will generate electricity with water. The rain harvesting station is where the water will, fall from the sky. The house will have something built onto it that harvests that rainwater, and it will filter and then be used throughout the house. And we will only have soaps that are eco-friendly. Because when we use like the shower, that water, now of course the toilet, you're going to have to put that in a waste area, but the shower or dishes, if you're using eco-friendly soap, well, as it leaves the house, it can go into your garden and water your garden. And this is how houses will be built. So there will be no power bill or water bill, but we will have maintenance. So we'll have people that can come out and fix your stuff or build your things or just, any issues you have, we'll have people that you can pay to come help you with it. And I think that is it for now because I can't think of anything else at this moment. But if I do think of something, I'll make another video.